Yes, that was Veracity. She does moonlight as a DJ in her spare time. Well, here we go. Mobile Day 2 is upon us here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the FIFAe World Cup featuring eFootball. Cannot wait for this one. We have been here all day already. We've already confirmed our 8 quarterfinalists on the console side of things. And now the question is, who is going to join them from the mobile side of things? Well, we're poised to find out. And Chris and Wes are joining.
Who will advance in the mobile edition? That is what we are here to find out. Welcome back everyone to FIFAe World Cup featuring eFootball, and it is time for the Indian Demon on the mobile to take the competition by storm. Myself Spartus, and joining me for this edition is Mr. Lukmanu. So Luki, yesterday we saw the Nile dominating everybody out in the groups, scoring 16 goals, averaging out 4 goals a game, and today is in for another action.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic to be here again to witness this man. I think we spoke about this in the afternoon as well, Spartus, that Daniel is the player to watch out for. He is a potential world champion at just 17 years of age. So many people watching. I think yesterday we had a lot of people on the stream supporting him, and it was fantastic to see. I think that's going to continue today because he has been absolutely phenomenal. And he is the star of eFootball for India at the moment.
Yes.
And we really hope he continues to pick up on his form from yesterday because 16 goals is no joke. And today, of course, when he plays, we will be absolutely delighted to watch him.
Oh, for sure, man. And keeping in mind that we have already qualified for the next stage. The amount of goals he has scored, it is huge. All the matches he played, he won each and every one of that game. And that by a pretty comfortable style. He was scoring goals in and out. The only close game he had was a 3-2 victory for him, where he was trailing by a goal. So that also adds up to his mental game. That despite the fact that he concedes an early goal, it does not affect him much. He's there to make a comeback. And yep, if you're talking about the matches, the yesterday result, beginning with 7-0, then 4-1 against Japan, then 3-2 against Indonesia, then 5-0 against Spain. Just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the results from yesterday, I think that game against Indonesia was a close one because Garuda Frank from Indonesia was a player to watch out for. And Indonesia, we've seen how dominant they have been. Spain, how dominant they've been on the console edition, topping the group when we saw them in the afternoon. But there is no stopping Daniel, is it? Because he absolutely obliterated Spain when it comes to that game, when it comes to the mobile version of eFootball. And honestly, I think that close game was sort of like a reality check for Daniel to be able to see what he's going to come up against in the knockouts. We are, of course, confident that he's going to make it to the knockout stages. He just has to, of course, pick up on his form. When you see those results, though, it's absolutely phenomenal. 7-0 against England to start with, then 4-1 against Japan. Narrow win, as we spoke about. 3-2 against Indonesia and 5-0 against Spain. I mean, if we can see this happening again today, we'll be witnessing history because making it to the knockouts is not a small thing in your debut season, Spartus.
Exactly. Being just 17 years old and taking the giants in the eFootball nation. But now, if you look at our group, we have almost defeated everybody there. We still have, I think, 3 matches to play today. It is against Costa Rica, Korea Republic and Brazil. Yeah, these 3 matches are still remaining for us to have a competition to face on. But I think with the form Team India is, the form Daniel is, he's just looking way too good. But now, if you look at Group B, that group is pretty interesting because we have the likes of Argentina and all the other players. So we have to look out for that group as well because after the playoffs, Group B will be matched against the Group A qualified players. But yep, today's schedule, the first match, we have Korea Republic and then Costa Rica and Brazil for the confirmation.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 games to play. It's going to be a fantastic watch indeed, starting off with Korea Republic, who is second in the table, by the way. So they have, I mean, they've only drawn 2 games. Korea's player has not lost a single game. And I think he's the only one alongside Costa Rica and, of course, Daniel from India, who's not lost a single game. So it'll be an interesting fixture. Top of the table clash. Can Daniel extend this lead to 15 points, or I mean, it just depends on how he plays. Of course, we would want him to, but Korea is, of course, no pushover. We will have to see how he performs. But looking at the table, I think
Yes.
you see England bottom of it. Console version as they were, unfortunately for them, it is not looking good. Spain, of course, in a dire position as well. Brazil, Costa Rica, Indonesia, all fighting for that top four spot. Japan, Korea, and India, of course, are amongst the ones. And as I was talking about the mobile versions part, as you are so well aware of mobile esport titles flourishing in the South Asia region. And I think that's exactly what's being displayed here. Look at the top four teams, all of them sitting there just literally waiting for them to actually get into action. So yeah, I think this
Yes.
craze that people have for mobile esports, and he's going to set an example, Daniel, if he actually ends up making, and it's going to inspire so many players, and to try and pick
Yeah.
up mobile esports and try and represent India in the next FIFA World Cup edition.
That is true. And if you are talking about Daniel, I think it is time to have a look at his interview, which we have prepared. So now let's just jump right onto it.
So, Daniel, this is your first time at a FIFAe World Cup. What are the thoughts about the venue, about Riyadh?
Yeah, it's an amazing event because the venue as well. This is my first tournament, being my first tournament. The event is well managed, and I think it's going great so far.
So, in terms of gameplay, how different is the mobile version from console? And is it viable for you to take tactical inputs from the console players and vice versa?
I think there's a difference between both the games, but I think mobile is more fast paced and console is a bit composure thing. So yeah, sometimes the tactical advice from the console players might help a bit because the teams and all are the same. So yeah,
So, what are your targets at the World Cup?
to win the competition, simple as that.
Nice. And any message for the fans back home?
Believe in Team India, and I won't disappoint you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, he's so direct with those interviews. What's your aim? Yeah, just to win the competition, nothing else. And I won't disappoint you. The sheer confidence on a 17-year-old to say that shows why he is so good at this game. Like already having 4 matches played, won all 4 of them, 19 goals scored. This is just perfect start. And the confidence he had in the interview, it is translating into the game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you see that from a 17-year-old, you know that all he cares about is playing. He is not someone who
Yeah.
talks much. And I mean, he's been pretty direct and he's made it clear. I think it's just when I saw his interview for the first time just now, I just probably felt like he just woke up. He's like not phased by the occasion. It's like, I'll just get up, I'll give my interview, and I'll go and give out my best performance. But the sheer confidence from the man, it just goes to show how well he will be doing in these fixtures that are coming up. I mean, tough fixtures, of course, but it's only three. India is more or less, I mean, it's too soon to say, but I think one win out of those three, Spartus, and we would be through. And I think that's the mathematical calculation that I'm able to do, at least from what I quickly saw at the table itself. So yeah, Korea, of course, not the fixture that is going to be a pushover compared to the likes of Costa Rica or Brazil. I mean, both teams, of course, are really good. But yeah, as I said, Korea second placed, and they would be looking to gun down the likes of Daniel. But I think with that confidence, though, I genuinely don't doubt this guy because I would love to meet him in person and ask for his passion about how he started eFootball, what made him get there because he's only 17. And I think what he said
Yes.
that believe in Team India and I won't disappoint you. That is something which is incredible because he all he wants is his fans, his family, all the people watching the stream to support him unconditionally no matter how he does, and he will not disappoint you because he's not disappointed us at all. He's in fact made
Yeah.
everyone shocked. Like even in a different esports title that we all play, I think in that community itself there's so much of talk about Daniel that he's doing so well in eFootball. And I think that just goes to
Exactly.
show that's going to push a lot of young players also to take up eFootball because mobile so accessible, especially in a country like India. I think it's, as we say, it's a multi-purpose device. You already know because you work so many events yourself, and you know that it
Yes.
inspires people. And I think this kind of gameplay is probably going to stand out so much that everyone's going to be so impressed, and might as well make him a national star after today. Qualifying for the knockouts in itself is so big.
Oh, that is true. Like being at the World Cup, it's in at the age of 17. Like people don't even graduate from school at that time, and he is representing his nation at the biggest stage in the world. So that is a lot of achievement that he has already done, and he is an inspiration for so many people now. But also, today's matches will make him one step closer to his dream. Like he already has 12 points, and I think the team that is next to him, it is Korea Republic, right? With just 8 points. So we have a huge difference already in the making. And with the amount of goals we are scoring, and the first game that is against Korea, winning that will just seal out anything that is still in doubt. Win that match, and we are just good to go. Also, we'll leave a good statement that the one of the most favorite team that is Korea Republic, since they are so good at every title they play. India beating them at eFootball will definitely create headlines everywhere.
Absolutely, it will. And I think that is the moment that we're all waiting for. That win against Korea, it will be a statement win because, as you said, that they're one of the best teams and they're the team to watch out for, but also secure a qualification. So, I mean, yeah, he has to hit the bullseye now. He just has to seal this
Yes.
deal and already look forward to tomorrow, because and then the rest of the two games will be just practice games to do better, honestly. So I think, yeah, it's crucial that he wins the first game, puts those 3 more points on the table, end up on 15, and it'll be amazing. But with that being said, the match will be kicking off at 10 past 5, and I think it's just going to be absolutely fantastic. So we will be back in just about 7-8 minutes, and we will witness the first game. For that, guys, get your popcorns ready, get your drinks ready, and witness the magic of Daniel. Stay tuned.
You have to show the enthusiasm, passion, and you have to be good at the game as well. Just keep supporting me. I won't let you down, guys, and perform at my best. I'll give my 100%.
Absolutely fearless. His first major event, and he's going out and doing the business without even caring who else is around him and what other accolades they've ever achieved.
Yeah, it can be such a freeing thing. Your first tournament ever, it can work in your favour to be your debut. It's just a case that you can just throw the shackles off and you've got no fear of anybody because you don't know who's here.
I mean, it just shows that some people can handle pressure, and that is sometimes a big difference maker. Everybody can play well to a certain degree at home, but then coming under these lights in this scenario and not just playing well, playing like he has, is absolutely incredible. 19 goals for, only 3 conceded, won all 4 of his games. Got his toughest one coming up next.
Keep playing like he is and he'll go far in the world of eFootball. Well, it is India taking on Korea Republic, both nations undefeated as it stands. This is the one we all want.
It's time to kick things off for the day 2 at FIFA eWorld Cup 2024 featuring eFootball. Daniel is ready to take on Korea Republic, who are second in the group, and Daniel, he is leading the scoreboard by 16 goal difference and 12 points scored in all 4 matches he played. And within 5 minutes, he's already threatening the opponent box. Look, Manu.
Yeah, what a start this has been for him. Great pass there to Manveer Singh, takes a shot. That is offside, but you see the aggression that he has in the game. It's incredible. Right from the start, I mean, we were anticipating the game to kick off in the next 2 minutes, but 5 minutes are up already. And he is just flying. And I mean, DK from Korea has to be very careful of, because I personally, I love his dribbling. He's so good on the ball. Takes a shot, just a little high up the post, but I think, Spartus, we're going to be witness is that close control dribbling that probably the Indian team weren't able to do as well on the console version. He's absolutely flying with that. He's so good with his thumbs on the mobile device that it's so easy for him to just dribble around so easily.
That is true. Like, this feels like he exactly know how to maneuver on the field. He's so comfortable when he has the ball. He is so composed when he has the ball. And that composure to take extra passes, to take extra touches, is what sets him apart from every other player in the league. Let's just look at him, Anirudh Thapa, just holding the ball. He knows he has been marked, so yeah, does not have the support, takes his time, backs to Manveer Singh. All the time in the world, shot, gets a rebound. I think out offside. Yeah, the first play got offside. Korea will have the indirect free kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a very positive start for Daniel. He's been attacking right at the start of the game. I mean, he hasn't given any time for DK of Korea Republic to have even a breather. Wins the second ball again. Subhashis Bose now tries to lob it to Manveer Singh, the star man for Daniel. Rahim Ali has a chance to play a through ball. Can Sahal make this one count? Nice back pass there to Brandon. And he saw the shot was going to get blocked. Look at that cheeky flick back to Brandon to create more space. We're just going to have a replay. That over there, it's just so silky and so cinematic at the same time. We love to watch that, don't we, Spartus?
Oh yes. This is like, it has been a trademark style for Daniel as well. He's attempting that so much and always creates a threat. And now, time for a corner. Let's see whether he is there for the corner routine. We have not seen a corner getting scored till now. A free kick, yes, but the corners are still yet to be scored. And this time, Son Heung-min just clears it out. Anwar release that for the ball collection and just keep the possession. Nikhil Pujari on the wing. He's playing so clever and so slow today. Because if you compare the gameplay that Daniel was showcasing yesterday, it was fast 1-2 passes. But now he knows that there is something different with the Korean Republic player. So he's taking all the time and not giving the possession away cheaply.
Yeah, he's not at all. And once again, he's back on the attack with Manveer Singh. Gets a chance. Takes the shot. But yeah, going back to the corners, yeah, it's difficult to score direct corners, I think, in eFootball, as we've seen on both versions. But I think the set-piece routine that these players have shown us is incredible. Because in the console version, if you remember, even the throw-ins are so deadly. You just knock it down with the header and make a chance for the second man. Probably the same case on the mobile version as well with corners. You knock it down. Look at that pass there. Tries to play it first time once again, but the Korea player is well aware of the threat. Knocks it down for Oh Se-hun, who's on the wings again. Narendra Gehlot, nice reception over there. Sahal now plays it to Manveer Singh. Can they make the most of this? Nice little passing there, but well intercepted by Korea. But it just seems like an end-to-end game, but with two good chances to Daniel. Just shows that, yeah, he's not playing complacent. He's going for the first goal, which is very crucial indeed. Nice pass. Manveer Singh once again inside the box. 45th minute mark. Can he end the first half with a goal? Which would totally change the course of the game. Great pass there, but Lee Kang in with the interception. Incredible, fast-paced game that he's playing is what we love to see. And with that, we conclude the first half of this game. India 0, Korea Republic 0.
But look at the possession. 81% possession for Team India. Korea has barely touched the ball in the first half. And this is definitely some crazy game plan from Daniel. I'm sure he's preparing for something bigger right now. He knows that he has qualified from here. He knows there is quarterfinals up next for him to face. And he maybe studied something else with the console players he has on the back of him as coach. They must have studied other players, and that's why he's keeping so much of the possession today. Like 81 is a huge number to have.
Yeah, I mean 81% possession is incredible indeed. That just goes to show he wants to create a proper chance and not rush the ball towards his attackers and try and give the ball away, because he knows the threat of a Korea player. He's seen that over time. I'm sure he's played other tournaments in which he knows how deadly Korea Republic can be. He just wants to keep the ball, take his time, knock it down once again. We're saying unfortunately not able to this time. The passes, if you see it, it's a lot of aerial play in eFootball, which is interesting to see. It's in itself quite real life based, how teams decide to play those long passes. The target man is what Manveer Singh is. Anwar Ali heads it down nicely, safely for Nikhil Pujari, who switches the wing to Subhashish's post. He's taking his time. Spartus, as you rightly said, look how slow he's playing. I mean, he's just switching the wing. Brandon now has a lot of space to play it to Ishan Pandita. Can he make the most of this? Brandon once again tries to play a through ball to Manveer, but very well defended by Korea.
I think this could be one of those games which will end up as a scoreless draw, Lokman. The style is pretty different, but now he goes inside the box. Manveer Singh trying to dribble out, but man just steals the ball away. And Korea, the desperation is looking at the players for sure. He's just trying to lob the pass ahead, trying to do something with the limited time he has with the ball. And Daniel, he's so ready inside the box again, turning, shielding up the ball, finesse, gets blocked. And Korea, they just want to send their strikers on a run, because they definitely do not look comfortable at all. And yet again, the possession is back with Daniel.
Yeah, I mean, look at Korea. He's just trying to get the ball forward because he knows that DK can't keep a lot of possession. Manveer Singh in the box now. This probably thought could have been a penalty if Manveer Singh would have gone down indeed. I was honestly hoping for it. But I think he just stood his ground, just trying to cross that in. But yeah, I think that was a good chance for Daniel indeed. But if you see the formation once again, the 4-2-2 dominating, Korea on the other side, 4-2-1, 5-2-1-2. That is honestly interesting because he is aware of what Daniel can do, and probably this is why Daniel is not able to score a goal yet. Because if you see, he's changing his tactics, making, I think I see two formations, two variations that he has, and he's just trying to see what's best for, because he's not able to attack at all, DK, from Korea Republic. But it's just the deadlock has to be broken by Daniel. I mean, do you think he's getting a bit frustrated? He's not getting the goal? I mean, he looks pretty calm though.
He is pretty calm, and I think this is a different game plan which Daniel is bringing in today. He's trying to hold the ball. Maybe he saw a different player, a different tactic in the Group B that he has to face after today's games for sure. Because he is qualifying, man. There is no doubt in that now. He is definitely gonna get to the quarterfinals. Maybe the preparation is for that game. Because you know, the longer you keep the ball, the more frustration you can build on your opponent, and then they're bound to commit a mistake. He's challenging Korea so much. Just look at the Korean players. Just trying to lob the pass ahead, trying to get something. I think this is the longest possession they have in the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the level of this fixture has been so tough, both the players so cut to cut basically, that we haven't really seen the flamboyant play style of Daniel. It's probably because of the formation that DK is using. Great cross there. Can he make something out of this? For the goalkeeper, just in time. 87 minutes are up. Look at the time just flying by. And this could be the last attack for Daniel if he ends up winning this ball. Korea, in fact, will go on the attack. He has to be very careful here. Last minute of the game. And that is a goalless draw. It just flew by this game, didn't it, Spartus? And Daniel with a good result. He looks confident. If you see the player cam, he knows it. 88 heart rate. That is also an interesting fact. He's so calm, this young man. He's just at the age of 17. He knew that a draw would sort of put him in a good position. He didn't lose. He didn't drop any points.
Yes.
And I think just the last two games, one more win, and of course it's a sealed deal. But still, I mean, if you see it that way, he's still at the top. He stopped Korea Republic from catching up to him. That means he's pretty much at the top, and he's not phased about it. The other two games sort of be like good practice for him going into tomorrow, because that's his game. That's his aim, and that's what he wants to do. He said it in the interview as well, that I just want to win the competition. It's simple as that. And you believe in me, and I will not disappoint you. I think those are the words that you remember from this young man, especially with his performances.
Oh yes, like the sheer confidence to say something like that. He is not at all nervous about anything right now. Yep, Korea Republic, they were definitely a great opponent. They are second in the group, and I thought, yeah, even they have not lost a single match. Yeah, even Korea has not lost a single match. This is the first goalless draw which Daniel has to face, and I think he was prepping for it. Because keeping the ball for so long, that's not how we saw Daniel yesterday. He was the one with quick front tool, just going super direct, trying to create as many chances as possible. But today, he tried a different play style, and it definitely worked out as well. Yes, he has not scored, but not conceded at the same time too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's done a fantastic job to at least create chances and get something out of the game. As you see from the results from round 5, Costa Rica going down to Indonesia. Indonesia, of course, one of the good teams, as we saw yesterday. It was a close win for Daniel against Garuda Frank. Japan actually winning 3-0. My goodness, I think I was expecting Spain to win that one, but Japan 3-0. Absolute domination over there. And then India and Korea drawing, and Brazil 5-0 against England. England really not looking good in this tournament, is it? 4 losses for them, and they are pretty much down and out. Whereas for the table, as you can see, Spain getting that draw in the. I think we have to still check this in terms of the standings, whether if that is true. But yeah, that's their 4 loss. But Japan going second after winning their game against Spain. But then again, Brazil, 2 draws, 2 losses. It just seems tough for Brazil, isn't it, Spartus?
It is pretty tough. Like, keeping in mind, even Brazil is one of those nations who are pretty good at mobile esports. But this tournament, this eFootball, does not like it is going in their favor at all. And they still have 2 to 3 matches to play, but it is Team India. Definitely they are going to qualify, and Korea as well alongside us. The group is definitely taking a good shape. But now, the next match, we have to face Costa Rica, who are having a pretty decent scoreline as well. They are on the 5th spot. They are looking for the qualification, but facing Daniel is definitely not going to be easy for them. But yep, How will that match be played? Will we see Daniel taking another possession play, or we'll see Daniel with a quick 1-2 passes? We'll find out, but after a very short break. Welcome back, everyone, after a very short break to FIFAe World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball, and we are witnessing the mobile edition. The first game, Korea versus India, it ended up in a scoreless draw where Daniel, he dominated the possession, keeping almost 80% of it. But now we are up against Costa Rica, and by look of things, this might be the highest scoring game we are looking out for.
Yeah, I think this is the game that we have to watch out for, how Daniel comes back into form from yesterday. I think we've seen a resilient Korea Republic in the first game. And when you put things into perspective that way, I think just goes to show like a reality check, as I said earlier, you need against Indonesia and the likes of Korea, because that's what Daniel will be facing in the knockouts as well. He's going to face some of the best players, the players from Argentina and other top countries as well. I think France is also in the mix. So when you see players like that, you need to give your best on both days, Pardus. And this is exactly what he'll be looking for against Costa Rica. We say Mayor Quinn is the player representing Costa Rica. He's a big man over there, just waiting to get in going. And look at Daniel, just unfazed by the occasion as always. We see his teammates behind, and he's all ready to go. But yeah, I think this is going to be, as you said, a very high scoring game is what I can predict, unless Mayor Quinn comes up with different plans. So from the track record Daniel has, I think he's going to be scoring a lot of goals in this game. I'm super excited though, and welcoming all the viewers who've come here to support Daniel, especially for the mobile version. So much of interest, so many interactions. It's love to see how people love mobile eFootball, Pardus. You yourself, being one of them.
Yeah, man. It is so convenient to play. Like, whenever you have time, you can just pull out your phone and have a quick game of eFootball. You want to play with your friends, you can invite custom codes and start playing it on mobile. That's the convenience this game gives you. And if you are good at it, you might be able to qualify yourself for the World Cup. Just how Daniel has made his way to the biggest stage of eFootball possible. Now, kicking things off, India against Korea. The second game for the day. First game, a scoreless draw. Let's see what Daniel is ready to do in the next match.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see Costa Rica right on the attack, and Campbell taking the first shot for Costa Rica. I mean, from the results I've seen, they haven't really been up to the mark, Costa Rica, but he knows he's up against the tabletopper Daniel, so of course he's going to try and push out, play his best eFootball. He can't just sit back and play. So I think with the composure that Daniel has,
Pass.
Daniel,
The 1-2 pass is
playing
finally
fast.
flowing in. So
They really
I
are,
think
yeah,
the
I think
passing
he's-
game, the
he's-
possession game. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that was
think
just for Korea.
he's just probably, I'm sorry to cut you off, Sports, but I think he's just trying to keep the ball a bit more and has added the one-touch passing in his game. So I think the last game he was keeping the ball, he's not able to find spaces because, as you remember, DK from Korea was playing a 5-back. But here as well, I think
Yes.
I'm curious to see what formation. I think it's still a 4 at the back for Costa Rica. So I think it's something that we have to see how Daniel is able to make those passes.
Oh, exactly. And it is not just the formation, but also the passing tempo of the game right now. It is a bit faster as compared to last match. Daniel is definitely looking to build up more attacking sequences right now. And at the back, he is so strong as well. Cross will just easily get collected. Gurpreet almost spilled over the beans, but now could not capitalize there. So a lucky chance saved for Team India there. But now keeping up against the ball, Jackson, Anirudh Thapa loses out the possession. Goes back to Jackson. Interception from Anwar Ali. And Team India yet again building another attack.
Yeah, I think we haven't really seen Daniel play to his best game. We saw a couple of moments. I mean, you can see like he's trying to get a hold of the game. He's trying to pass quickly. He hasn't really had the chance to cause problems for Costa Rica. This is not the same Daniel we saw yesterday. So I'm pretty sure he's just taking his time to adjust today. Unfortunately, though, there's not much time in the game that he has, because it's already close to the halfway mark, so he has to do something. That's a pass for Costa Rica, takes a shot, and that flies out. Lucky for Daniel, that did not fly in. I mean, Costa Rica is looking dangerous here now, Spartus. Daniel has to pull up his socks and just has to make sure that those passes mean something. He just can't give away the ball in the midfield like that.
This is very unlikely of him as well. It's not looking good from his perspective. But again, let's see if he is trying something else today, maybe a different play style altogether. Because he knows that the competition is definitely was to qualify from the group stages, and with double-digit points, you are bound to qualify. But you need to do that on a higher note. And now finally, the passes are flowing in. Good interception there. Jackson wins the ball. Hana loses it out, but Jackson, he's so ever present with the interception. Every time Costa Rica tries to go ahead, Jackson and Anwar Ali are there to intercept it every time possible.
Yeah, I mean, that was good defending there. Last-ditch tackle to stop Costa Rica. But yeah, we haven't really seen the best of Daniel, I'll be honest with you. I think we have been ever more so critical about him, especially after yesterday, because yesterday he was flying. And today he hasn't been able to get a goal to his name yet. So I think this is the second game. Compared to yesterday, Spartus, if you see, he scored 16 goals in yesterday's matches. And today, 2 matches have gone by. 1.5 matches have gone by, and he's not able to score a single goal. That means he is missing out on that magic. He is missing out on that something that he wants to get back into his game. I'm pretty sure he's thinking about it. He's going to go direct. What a pass. Just when we say that, Ishan Pandita, can he make something out of this? He does. And what a goal that is. Look at the celebration from this young man. That is the goal that we needed. Fantastic finish in the bottom corner. That pass was so good. Perfection from the midfield. Finds Ishan Pandita, who's never going to miss from there. Took his own sweet time. If you see, as soon as he gets the ball, he takes another touch though, just to settle himself. And what a finish that is, just pushing the defender out so that he can't block it. Look at the beautiful pass there, so cinematic. 1-0 to India.
Finally breaking a deadlock. We needed it so bad. Daniel, 84 heart rate by the way, very calm still. But yeah, it took us 49 minutes plus the 90 minutes of the last game to break the deadlock on the second day. He's cutting down on the pace, he's trying something different, he's just going a bit more passive overall. Trying to maintain the shape. Ishan Pandita wins the ball, gives away cheaply though, but now finesse, bottom right corner. A heavy mistake at the back, and Team India got punished for it. Daniel losing out the possession so cheaply, and this is what you mentioned earlier as well, Lokman, that this possession might haunt you, and that's what happened.
I mean, that kind of disappointed to see that right from the kickoff, as we always talk about. You're the most, I mean, where is the goalkeeper going? Just shocking to see. Even though I expected Daniel to do better over there. But yeah, that is kind of funny though. I mean, it's not exactly his fault, but if you watch it closely, the midfielder does not react to that. Probably he must have not switched on to that player, because he just lets the ball go from his side. He could have intercepted that. That's exactly what Daniel must be thinking, discussing with his people from the India camp behind him, that how did that pass was not intercepted. And yeah, you're the most vulnerable when you score, and that's exactly what has happened to Daniel. Costa Rica, of course, no pushover, as we saw that he's attacking really well in the first half as well. Nice tiki-taka, manages to get the ball again, and the second goal for Costa Rica. That is not what we expected. It's just disappointing to see that go in, Spartus. I'm shocked myself.
Things are definitely not looking good at this point. Like, this is something nobody expected, but just look at that. Defense could open the 1-2 passes, and then again it was a mistake at the back. The centre back could not control the ball, neither can pass it away. This is,
I think it's been unlucky as well, Spartus.
Exactly. Like, this is something you expect. The centre backs will steal the ball away since they are positioned right, but I think the fortune is not on our side today.
Yeah, I think, sorry I cut you off earlier, but I was just noticing that interception from the defender is just a very weird touch to basically make an assist for the striker itself, but the centre back who was with Campbell, I think, the one who scored this. He just didn't tackle, he just didn't come in front of him. Goalkeeper, of course, acting a bit funny over there. I mean, that does tend to happen. It is something that you can't control, because when he tried to control in the first goal, he did move him all the way out, which costed him the equalizer. But now Costa Rica has taken the lead. Not much time, since the format is such. Very less time for him to make a comeback. He's still at 84 heart rate, which just goes to show that he's still very calm. He's not bothered. Can he get the goal right from the kickoff though? He plays it to Ishan Pandita. Can Daniel make a comeback? Tries to play that pass. Nice bit of play there. Still has the ball. Great tackle there by Costa Rica to stop that attack, because that could have been a very good chance for Daniel. Nikhil Pujari plays it to Jeekson, who has a through ball open, but Francisco just in time. As far as this looks like a very close game, and Daniel has to do a lot better in that position. Because Ishan Pandita now has a chance. Brandon to Suresh, to Manveer Singh. He should get the ball to his Liston, and that is an offside.
This is not what we expected from day 2. This is just complete opposite of Daniel, what we saw from him yesterday. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but even the attacking sequences, he's missing a lot of passes. The fluidity on the attack is completely lacking right now. And we can see the third one as well. And Costa Rica, out of everybody else in the group, they are surely making their way up to the top. They are bound to win this match if the scorelines remain the same. And this victory will give them the crucial 3 points they need to try to get to the top 4 right now in the Group A.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of disappointing though, but you have to give it up for Costa Rica. Mayor Quinn has played really well. Daniel just not looking, apologies, is just not looking up to his game from yesterday. We all saw what a demon he is, scoring 16 goals on day 1 and not been able to play his best eFootball at the moment. And it's almost like a commentator's curse, as we always talk about it, don't we, Spartans, that just started hyping him up, and that's exactly, I mean, that happens everywhere in the world, in any sport. And it's just unfortunate that he's conceded 3 goals back to back. I mean, that's a performance he has to look back upon. We are going to qualify if we get a result from the next, and we'll have to see on the other results as well. But it's just possibly going to be his first loss still. So he has plenty of time. There's going to be a lot of movement on the table. So he has to look forward to the next fixture already. But he still has time. I mean, we've seen quick goals being fired by Costa Rica in a span of 10 or 15 in-game minutes. So I think probably he can do the same. And yeah, he just kicks off, tries to get a goal back at least.
Now, 76 minutes, Costa Rica, another attempt. And right out of the bat, Costa Rica. 4th one for them, and even Mayor Queen, he's surprised by what is going on the pitch. 4th one for them, and Daniel, he's stunned.
Not the goal he wanted to concede. I mean, just gave the ball away from kickoff. It's just a bad game, I think. It's time to reset. From this level of play, this happens. I mean, not everyone can play at the highest level in all the games. It's just it's just tough to take this one, isn't it? I mean, he still is pretty calm. I think we're going to see the best version of him in the next game. That's what we can hope for. Great pass there by Ishan Pandita. Nice pass to Manveer Singh. Can he score this goal? He still has a chance. Keeper, double save, triple save. What is happening over there? Quite chaotic. If that goal would have gone and given him a chance at least. But goalkeeper just in time stopping that. Then again the defender sticking out his leg and blocking that. Sequeira, the goalkeeper, saving Costa Rica there from any possibility of a comeback in this game by Daniel. But we still have time. I think I'm going to be patient with him, Spartus, and I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this, that he will come back in the next game against Brazil, because his aim is to qualify for the knockouts, and that is the primary goal.
Good block there. Jackson back to Brandon, and this time another good interception. Costa Rica, they are playing phenomenally well on the back lines. Every time Daniel is trying to build from the back, he's getting intercepted again and again, but this time inside the box, but misses out the attempt. This is something very unlikely there, and you can see the heart rate going up slowly and steadily as he can feel the pressure. Yeah, he had a great run yesterday, and I think that run is technically having a bad start now. He has 13 points before this match, so this is something to look out for, because Costa Rica will have 9 after this game, and as per the maths, I think 13 points should be enough, and we still have one game in hand.
Yeah, we do indeed. I mean, Costa Rica has been phenomenal. I have to give it up to Mayor Quinn for the way that he's played. Daniel, of course, has to understand there's a lot at stake here for the last game. There's another chance for Costa Rica, and he will put this to bed. I mean, that's a blow on his goal difference as well, isn't it, Spartus? I mean, personally feel he's given too many goals away. Doesn't really matter though if he has enough points, but all that goal difference gained yesterday is just slowly reducing a bit. Not going to take a hit though, since he scored 16 goals, but still have to give it up to Costa Rica. But I believe in denial. Of course, it's still one more game left. Knockouts tomorrow. Just has to focus in coming back into this game. But I do feel though that Spartus, I feel the couple of goals that he conceded was pretty unlucky as well indeed. I mean, yeah, he's just scoring back-to-back goals is indeed just great defending there. Somehow to stop the 6th goal of Costa Rica. Well played to Mayor Quinn. Have to give it up for him. But then when you see, as I said, a couple of goals seem kind of scripted. I mean, that is a part of the game as well. At least that's what we think. Like, this is exactly what's going to happen. But of course, it's the same for both the players. So you can't really complain. You have to go through it.
Yes.
And those couple of tackles and interceptions just did not go his way, which is what... but again, round 6, Group A fixtures, as you see, Brazil 6-0 against Spain. I mean, that is a massive statement win, and we are facing up Brazil, so they must be high on confidence. Not exactly what Daniel needs to see, but Korea Republic drawing against England as well, so that stops them. Actually, that's actually a result in our favor, Spartus, because England manages to get a point against Korea, who was at the top of the table amongst us, and now Brazil and Costa Rica are in the mix. Indonesia 1-0, and yeah, I think 5-1 scoreline. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Our first defeat, and now this is, maybe we can say that was bound to happen, but now if you look at the overall scoreboard, it is getting spiced up for sure. Everybody in the group have played 6 matches, and I would just love to see the scoreboard on our screens as well, because I'm just constantly looking at on the scoreboard on back of my screen, because I'm really interested at what is actually the overall image at the points table. Everybody played 6 matches, and the top 4, they have 10 to 13 points. And then we have Costa Rica on the 5th spot with 9 points. Their next match is so much dependent on what Korea Republic and Japan does in their next match, because the top 4 slot is still wide open. If Brazil wins their next match against India, if Brazil gets an upset, even they have a chance of qualification. Everything is so different right now, because Brazil on 8 points, they get 3, they get to 11 points. Korea, if they lose their next, they get down. And this Group A is so much chaotic right now, because the points that distributed today, India just getting 1 point in one of the matches and losing the other, has just completely opened up the group.
Yeah, I mean, if you see the table right there, India, I think more or less we are qualified because of the goal difference, which is why exactly what I was talking about. Conceding a couple of goals that were a bit unfortunate, I would say, for Daniel, costed him to concede more. And that, again, you look at the goal difference there, it's 12. Could have been a bit higher, but I think still, unless and until a lot of goals are scored in the other games, we are pretty much secure. It just has to get a draw to confirm anyway, because then it won't be possible for Japan or Korea in the next fixture, because we're not playing them. We're playing Brazil, who is on 8 points. So it's a must-win for Brazil to qualify. Even a draw would not be enough for Brazil. So all India needs to do, all Daniel needs to do is just get a draw from this game. He was a bit overconfident, I would say, definitely, Spartus. I think he's still 17 years old. The performances that he brought out yesterday, he was flying absolutely, but yeah, just didn't play to his best game. But against Brazil, he has to show something for it. England versus Spain amongst the other fixtures. Japan plays Costa Rica. That's going to be an interesting one for qualification. Indonesia and Korea Republic as well. I think most of these games, apart from England and Spain, are pretty much based on qualification. As for us, though, we just need a draw, and we're mathematically going through. I think we're still going through, but it's still tough because the goal difference from other teams can totally change that. I mean, as you said, Group A is just very statistically packed and confusing at the moment. You just can't put a pin on it. Next match is the big game, the last game for Daniel in the group stages. Can he get back to his level from yesterday? I think we're just really curious, nervous, excited, all at the same time.
Exactly, because we thought that this might be a cakewalk for Daniel by seeing his performance on the yesterday matches, but today is definitely a very, very different game for him. Not doing the same the style of tiki-taka he was able to perform yesterday, missing out on lots of the passes, and then the finishing. That finishing is also lacking in the final third. This is not what we expected from him, but hey, he already did his part in the first 4 matches he played. Maybe it is his time to chill, relax, and focus on the bigger matches that's gonna happen after this last game, the round number 7. Because overall standings, we still have 13 points, and even a team that gets 13 points is Korea Republic. So even by just the points, we will be in the top 4. So the qualification is 100% confirmed, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. We have 12 plus 12 of goal differences, and everything is in Daniel's favor at this point. So even this match, whatever the result is, we are going to qualify for the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he just has to be calm. It depends upon, of course, he just needs to make sure that he gets a draw, I think, just to be mathematically safe, because we'll be at 14 points. And we see Saki as well sitting next to him, the player who's represented India twice now at the FIFAe World Cup. Last year it was on a different title. This year it's on eFootball. So he has ample amount of experience. And from what I gather with the conversation with Saki, Daniel, of course, has spoken to him about his game and just, being next to him, helping him out as well. So I think that experience also counts. Daniel, of course, his debut in the World Cup. It's just the nerves can get to you. Right now, he seems calm, but he does look a bit worried from yesterday, doesn't he? I mean, because of it's the World Cup after all, Spartus. There's absolutely no team that comes easy unless you actually play the game and you're winning by a huge margin. So we can't count Brazil out anyway, and he just has to make sure that he puts in the effort, he puts in the shift, gets the draw, play for the win, of course, but he needs to get that draw, which is going to secure our qualification mathematically.
That is true. And I just look at Team Brazil also in the camp. They are so hopeful for the qualification because again, it is all about the group standings. Brazil, they have 8 points. If they win this match, plus 3 to them, that will make them 11 points. And if Korea or Japan loses their match, they will remain on 10 points, which makes Brazil to the top 4. This match is so more crucial for this South American nation. Because if they win this, they qualify. That's the thing right now. And for India, it is like confirmed. Because if Korea wins their next match, they will have 13 points, and we already have 13 points. So there is no other team that can get past that 13 number. So we are already up there. And so everything is in our favor. But now all the pressure of the match is on this lad, PvE football.
Yeah, it is indeed, and I think he's got nothing to lose as well. I mean, that's actually, I feel, even though he has got pressure to try and qualify, but then he's got nothing to lose because he knows if he loses, he's out. He needs to get a result from this game. Whereas for Daniel, though, he is the one under pressure to at least get a draw, and he has to play his game. Just remove everything from his head, whatever's happened in the previous games, and just go out there and make India proud. Just when we say that the game has been kicked off, Brazil playing from left to right, and PvE football has kicked off the game. Has to be very careful. Arthur on the ball. Tries to cross it in, but Gurpreet Singh standing tall. It's kind of a risky goal kick indeed. I thought just going to hit the back
Oh, yes.
of the striker. I mean, that's not something. But Daniel, nice. Bit of attacking over there. He's playing direct. That's exactly what he needs to do.
Brandon. Team India is starting the orange kit, by the way. We are not playing in the blue kits for now. But again, Richarlison back to Fred. Neymar. Richarlison. Pass, but this time a bit risky at the back. And, oh, Bose. Again, a mistake on the back line. This could punish us. Matthews Cunha, and he will score the first one. And Brazil, they are loving it. They wanted this goal so bad. But Daniel just committing another mistake at the back. Yes, it is not what he thought today's day will look like. It is complete opposite of that. But Brazil, they are happy. They're happy to open the scoring for sure. A mistake at the back by Bose and definitely getting punished by Cunha.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of start that we wanted, of course. I mean, I'm just wondering why he tried to push that pass onto the left back position. Of course, he's playing, he knows better, but yeah, it's just the interception. The press was already there on the wings and just tried to play the pass. Which goes to show he's a bit under pressure. Just has to play his game from yesterday. All he needs to do is that great bit of attack there. Rahim Ali tries to play it in. Almost from the kickoff. He's going to get the equalizer. Daniel has to be very careful in this game. The attack of Brazil. Rahim Ali now, good chance. Tries to force the pass again. But the defender was right there.
Jackson, Anirudh Thapa, how Arthur is there for the interception, and the passing accuracy is slightly lacking on Daniel's side, which is kind of surprising. Because against Korea, the passing was definitely on top. Yeah, he did not create as much chances as we thought he would, but the passing was still there, the possession play was still there. But in this match, it is again completely opposite of what we saw from him. Corner,
Yeah, I
taken
think he's
directly. Fred. Marquinhos almost scored that too.
I thought that went in, Spartus, honestly. And yeah, it was a scary moment for all of us. Another corner for Brazil. And he's the one that he's looking to get a direct corner in. As you can see, another attempt. And he goes for goal again. But well positioned. And another corner. Is that so? Or no, that's a goal kick. Or that was a replay. But good attempt there. That was a typical Brazilian shot. All the techers coming out for PvE football.
Daniel lobbing the ball ahead. Jackson. But Bremer, he is so present there. But Jackson, he needs to retrieve the ball back. Has the possession, driving inside. Rahim Ali, Brandon Fernandez, Anirudh Thapa, good 1-2 passes ahead. Sends the ball, trying to find the final third. But Joelinton, the machine is there. And now Jackson again on the back line, saving Team India.
Yeah, I mean, well intercepted again by Daniel. Anirudh Thapa now has a chance to play to Ali. Good pass there to Manveer Singh. Can he turn and take a shot? Good attack there. That was positive play from Daniel. More of the same is what we want to see. That was a very good attempt. Just did not get the shot to bother the goalkeeper over there. Just went up straight. But again, good chance there. He needs to do more of that if he has to put PV eFootball under pressure.
Anwar Ali gets the ball back to Samad. Good cross. Rahim Ali headed down. Manveer Singh, can you drive ahead? 1-2 passes. Rahim Ali back to Manveer. Good pass, good through, but Rahim Ali in the final third trying to just give it back to Manveer for the final shot on goal, but now got intercepted. But again, we are onto the attack. Brandon Fernandez crossing inside. A header there. But Marquinhos just blocks it away, and the first half comes to a close. It is Brazil 1, India 0.
Yeah, good chance there. I mean, you see a couple of attacks being well strung by Daniel over there. Almost got a goal. There are positive signs. And as I said before the game, he has to play to win this game. I mean, all we need is a draw to qualify, but that's for us to know that, right? I think that's for us and the people watching. But Daniel, of course, with his mentality, he wants to go ahead and win this game. For that to happen, he's started to show signs of, you know, bit as you can see the stats as well. There's one shot, one on target, but I think there's more to that from Daniel. He's created two very good chances, and I can see an equalizer coming because Brazil, of course, they've been good. Couple of chances from the corners, one goal that was scored, but it's pretty even Stevens right now. And I think all Daniel needs to do is get a goal quickly because the time just passes fast so quickly in eFootball mobile version. You just don't have a lot of time to come back if you're down by a couple of goals. So I think that's exactly what. And look at him, just PvE football, just trying to focus. Daniel already. He does look confident every time we see him on camera. He's been pumped up by the Indian camp behind. Just looks to get there and get the win.
Yes, he needs that confidence in him. He's definitely so good at the game already, and all he needs is just a bit more confidence. That is definitely gonna come as more games he plays. For the time being, we are just waiting for the second half to begin. The second half is way more crucial for Brazil than compared to us, and we are starting the things on the left to right. Already attempt to open the left wing, but good interception from the left back. But Jackson winning the header, trying to settle the ball, and yes, we found Ishan Pandita on the front line. Now another chance could be on the making. Find the pass, the final third. Manveer Singh with the finesse. But what a Superman save from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, that was an incredible save, though. Great attempt from Daniel. He is showing those positive signs that we were looking for. Although I do feel a pass was available, if you would have noticed on the left-hand side. That could have been a more clearer chance. But Daniel, of course, going for a flamboyant goal indeed. Almost got it. Look at the composure. He's finally getting into the mix. Sahal turns inside, plays it to Thapa, tries to play it back to Sahal, just locks towards Manveer Singh, intercepted. But Subhashish Bose just plays it safe back to the keeper. We're seeing signs from Daniel, and I think that equalizer is long overdue. After those chances, Manveer Singh now opens up the space. Kenny cuts inside, a lot of composure being shown. Last-ditch defending from Brazil. That was so well played from Daniel. Almost there. Could have been the equalizer we needed. Richarlison now takes a shot. Great save there and cleared it safely. Didn't want to risk it, turning inside and losing the ball. You see that pass there, great pass there from PvE Football, and Gurpreet Singh just parrying it away on the side. And no risks taken by the right back over there.
Playing it super safe, playing it super smart. Neymar Jr. for the corner, and now a tactical pause. Brazil definitely wants to convert this because the score line, that is what they are eyeing out for. And the moment they scored the first goal, the reactions, they said the entire story. That Brazil, they just want to win this game no matter what. If they win this, their qualification will definitely look so much better to them. But now, the 5-4-1, another tactical brilliance masterclass, because this formation used to just see out the game. We have seen this formation getting used a lot, and it is just to defense as much as possible, and this is what Brazil is trying to do in this second half now.
Yeah, I think that was a 5-2-2-1, which is an interesting formation. I mean, he's got two DMs, two attackers up front, one one solo striker to lob the pass to. As we've seen a lot of aerial gameplay in eFootball, both on console and on mobile. And Brazil, of course, is going to try and shut down Daniel's back-to-back attacks because he's done a very good job. You see that head nod over there. He knows that something is coming. He knows he has to score right now to mathematically secure regardless of the other results. So can he defend this corner? Neymar Jr., of course, Brazil, such familiar names. Even though to let our viewers know it's the uniform rating, so the ratings don't really matter of real life football in this. It's how you play in game. That's exactly what Manveer Singh did for us yesterday. Goal after goal. We're still seeking that from the likes of Daniel in this match as well. Brazil on the attack once again. Great defending there by Nikhil Pujari. Listed now. Trying to look for a pass. There's a through space available for Ishan Pandita. Nice pass there. Back to Pandita. Can he make something out of this? But Nino just standing his ground. 75 minutes are up on the clock. Time is surely flying by, Spartus. We really need to see that equalizer. Can Daniel get a nice bit of through ball there to Suresh? But yet again, Bremer, so strong, well defended.
Good interception. But now Jackson. Back to Suresh Singh inside the box. But Bremer, yet again, another good interception there. 10 minutes remaining for Brazil to hold out on the lead. 8 minutes to be specific, plus stoppage time. And Daniel, yeah, he's going aggressive, as we can see on the bottom left. He's trying to go some attack. Whereas, if you look at eFootball, he's trying to be a bit more defensive right now. Everybody from the team Brazil is just defending, and Arthur, he has the ball, lobs it away. Does not want any type of threat on his side. Just keep the ball
if you
into
see that,
possession.
I'm sorry to cut
Yeah.
you off, Spartus, but I was just saying that, yeah, that ball, he could have taken a bit more time, just didn't have to force the pass, but still manages to get it. Not much time left, though, only 2 minutes left of in-game time for him to make a comeback. Ishan Pandita, nice pass. He still has the ball. Can he make something of it? Tries to pass it back to Suresh. He's going to look the pass. Manveer Singh has a chance, takes a shot. Might just have a final bite of the cherry, though. Listen, but Brazil get that out, and they get the win, and that is not the result that Daniel would have wanted. I have to look at the table now. It's just not the result that we were aiming for, and Brazil with a narrow win over there. Daniel had a couple of good chances, though. I think Spartus, he should have scored that. That's exactly what the people in the Indian camp must be telling him. I just have to look at the group table now for confirmation, and all of them are looking at the big screen as to what are the results going on in the other game, because now it is heavily dependent on that. This is a very interesting situation indeed for this group, as we see Brazil nicking this win against India. England losing out to Spain. That means England is definitely at the bottom of the table. Japan 3-2 against Costa Rica. Let's have a quick look at the table as we get ready. But yeah, Spartus, this game just didn't go our way.
Oh, yes. But Brazil, they must be really happy. Team India, we accumulated 12 points on the first day within 4 games. And the next 3 games, we were managed to get just 1 point. And that was a draw against Korea. But there we have it. The overall standings, they are looking in the favor of Brazil right now. 11 points to them. They won the game they needed to win. The must-win game has been taken care of. Then Korea, their result is definitely going to matter a lot, because if they even drew, the goal difference is definitely going to come into the equation, and by look of things, Brazil had definitely the better goal difference. So Korea on to the last match might get knocked out of the tournament already.
I mean, we need to see the final results. I think this is still, of course, not updated as it seems, because we need to see the final standings properly in order, because this is very confusing. I mean, I from what I gather the results, I don't know if Japan won their game. We just have to quickly look at it again. As of now, I think we are qualified from what I see.
Yeah,
Just to shift the focus on, from the qualification to Daniel, though. I mean, I'm just concerned that he needs to put out his best game tomorrow. Despite the qualification, he has to play well, because today wasn't exactly the show that we were hoping for. These are the results from yesterday. Let's just compare. Let's just quickly go through this for all our viewers out here. 7-0 win against England, then 4-1 win against Japan, 3-2 against Indonesia, and absolutely dominating Spain once again, just like he did England. So those results are the day 1 results. Now you compare this to the day 2 results. It's not been India's day at all, Spartus.
That is true. Like, we thought this might be an easy way out for Team India, but the way we played today did not look like the Daniel performance that we saw yesterday. The passes were missing, the final third finishing was so much lacking, and everything looked like he is struggling a lot to create any opportunity possible. But yeah, this is sometimes the day, sometimes it's just not on your side. We were so unfortunate against Costa Rica as well. The defenders not taking the touches, the interception we would expect them to make. But hey, overall 13 points is what we have from the 7 matches we played, and I'm very sure that these 13 points should be enough for us to make to the next stage, and there is nobody that can achieve that 13 points, and we have a superior goal difference as well. So at least on the bare minimum, the fourth position is in our hands.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to look at the final table. As the graphic will pull out soon, you'll be able to see the final standings after all the matches are concluded. Just gonna quickly try and get that hold of us from the production side, how we're able to see the final standings, because that will just give us a very clear view, which is the concluding part of today. I think it's the more focus should be, of course, for Daniel to perform tomorrow, depending upon how we made it to the knockouts, depending on the final stage as well. So yeah, as we see, I think still matches that needs to be updated. 6 games showing, and based on the results, though, I think I'll be able to figure this out how we've progressed. But yeah, I think not the performance we were hoping for Daniel from yesterday, but he's still very young, still a lot to learn, and he needs to see how he can better his game. Because the way that he got up from the desk also after playing, he was, of course, disappointed in him, but he still looked the kind of person who would, take it on the chin and improve a lot. So yeah, just hoping for him to capitalize on this and show what he truly can, how he did yesterday.
Oh yes, he is definitely one of the stars in the making, and we have to keep in mind that this is just his first tournament as well. So the pressure and everything was there on him. And yep, I'm just constantly looking at the Group A standings, and by look of things, we are still on the top of the table. We have 13 points in our side, and then Japan, they have 11 points, and then Brazil with 11 as well. Indonesian's game is up against Korea, so that match is still underway, and that will dictate the overall group how things will stand on that point. But yep, the type of game that we expected from our favorite player, it was kind of lacking. Lokman knew, like the passes, the finishing, everything did not look like it was going his way.
Yeah, it wasn't there. I think when you see it just did not play to his best. It's exactly what we've been talking about. That happens though at the highest level of competition. We've seen it everywhere. It's it's not easy to maintain that position always because the other teams are equally good, right? They're not here to just let you have the win straight up so comfortably. So I mean, we're just trying to figure out the overall table. As I can see, we've got final confirmations from the game between Japan, Costa Rica, England, Spain, and Brazil, India, but we're still awaiting Indonesia versus Korea to be updated. As of now, if this stands from what I can see after the update, Indonesia will go out on top and India will finish second. So that will depend a lot. Brazil and Japan both have qualified unless Korea manages to beat Indonesia,
Huh.
then they will jump on
Yes.
13 points themselves. So I think that is a close one indeed. So it just all depends upon how this game concludes. Uh, just trying to figure out just for the viewers as well because it's very exciting how this game pans out to be. I think it still hasn't started, is it? Still probably waiting.
Yeah, I think it is about to go underway, I suppose. That match is definitely the decider for the Group A. But again, even if Korea wins, Korea will have 13 points, right? And with 13 points, they might be able to get on top of us, but not enough to topple us down. Like, we'll still be on the fourth spot. Because the only team that can have 13 points is Korea right now. Or Indonesia that can go to 16. But other than that, it is just 11 points, and we are the other team that is on 13. So, by all the maths that we are doing right now for our viewers, it says that yes, finally, we are able to take the group stage down and we will move to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for the confirmation. Once we have that, of course, we will be able to end the stream on a positive note for the viewers and, of course, everyone
Yes.
supporting Daniel and the whole eFootball community back in India. I think that's exactly what they're looking forward to. Everyone's waiting for that confirmation. Uh, it's it's just very close right now, isn't it? I mean, I think technically we are qualified. It still has to get a confirmation, so we all can sleep better and hope for Daniel to actually play his best game tomorrow. I think we're still waiting for the game to get out the result. It says it's live, but from what I can
Yeah.
see. Just getting a confirmation from our team over there as well, of course. We will keep you posted as and when it goes. But yes, indeed, the performances today, a little bit disappointing, Spartus. I think we hoped for a lot better than what we
Yes.
did yesterday. But that happens. Here's an
think
interview of
I felt a bit overconfident, I guess, because the first 4 games were very good. But yeah, I think it was a rough start. So
What about game plan wise, heading over into tomorrow? Is there anything in particular you're going to be looking to change?
I have to be more focused and more patient as well, because other teams are really good as well, and they can read my game right now. So yeah, I have to work on that.
And obviously you have your dad here supporting you as well. So what does that mean for you?
Yeah, he's always there for me. Yeah, he just keeps motivating me, and I'm focused because of him right now. Yeah,
Which one of you is the better eFootball player? That's the question.
I think him.
Dad, does that mean that we're going to be seeing you on the stage anytime soon playing some eFootball?
eFootball is something, a very new concept, and it has developed and it is coming very far now. And I really thank for FIFA for organizing such a massive tournament and at this level. And definitely, yes, long way to go. Very nice.
Well, give me your wise words of wisdom. Daniel is listening to you now. Everybody is watching right now. Is there one piece of advice that you want to give to him heading into tomorrow?
No worries, Daniel. You have played very well. Stick to your game. Be calm and cool and play a natural game and forget it. Inshallah. We are in the game.
That's what we love to hear. Family support is everything in the wonderful world that is esports. Casters, what do we think of that? Wholesome content.
Can he be my coach? Because I would love that type of feeling, just like,
Can he be my dad?
Wes, you've done well. It's okay. You're doing great. Just keep your head.
Oh, yeah, that was the confirmation from the main stage staff. Look, menu. We are gonna play tomorrow at the quarterfinals now. We have made it finally out of the group stages after so long of waiting time.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of confirms in such a wholesome video, as the presenter said there itself, that Anil's dad is there supporting him.
Yes.
He's traveled with him over there, and he's been so confident, telling him, just play your game, just be cool. It's such an incredible feeling when you have that family support indeed. And look at him, he's accepting that he was overconfident. He was, as I said earlier, tactically he was a bit unlucky in the couple of goals that he conceded against Costa Rica, where the ball just deflected, went to the striker. But that is part of the game. That's part of the game for the opponent as well. You have to take it on the chin and you have to move forward. But of course, yeah, as much as you would call, okay, as a player myself, I would say, yeah, that was scripted or that was that. But he did make mistakes, and he has to accept that, which he did, that he was overconfident, and he has to do better tomorrow. So I think all we got to do is hope that Daniel, is what he said in the interview. He seems very calm. He seems very happy. He's got his support. He's got his teammates also there. So I think all the signs are positive for tomorrow, and he just needs to pick up from the day one form, because that's the best of Daniel we've seen. And one bad day doesn't define you, as you always say. I think it's too much pressure that he could face if he thinks what people think of him. But I think he's just not doing that. All he's doing is he's focusing on himself, and that's the best way to approach the knockouts tomorrow.
Oh, that is true. The knockouts will be surely fun. Group stage battle is over. Group A is over. The Group B matches are definitely underway. But who will we face tomorrow? The quarterfinals are definitely going to be very, very crucial. And Daniel will be representing the E Tigers in the mobile. How will the playoffs go? For that, you need to tune in again at 10 p.m. tomorrow onwards. So make sure to tune in into the AIF channel for all that crazy matchups. Because we definitely have a chance for lifting the FIFA E-World Cup eFootball this year. But with that being said, this is it for the day. This is Spartus. Join me, Vishal Lok Manu. We'll see you tomorrow.